Welcome back to Inside the Arc. I'm your host, Matthew Geller, and this run, it is getting ridiculous. The New York Knicks dominate the Cleveland Cavaliers, getting a 130-93 win and extending their playoff winning streak to 11 games, the third longest in NBA history. 11. That's not just winning, that's dominance on a historic level. And that's not what makes this even more impressive. It's not just Brunson. It's not just Karl Anthony Towns. It is everybody. Every single player is stepping up, playing their role, and contributing to something that feels bigger than just one or two stars. This team responds to everything. Every run the other team makes, the Knicks answer and then some. In this game alone, the Knicks would go on a 20-0 run in that second quarter, and it completely flipped the game. And it showed how even if they're up, they don't get complacent, they're resilient, and it showed how dangerous this team can be when they get going. And now, think about what's ahead. This team is 4 wins away from doing something this franchise hasn't done in 53 years. Now, they'll get 9 days of rest, and we'll wait to see what's next. Will it be the Oklahoma City Thunder looking for back-to-back championships, or in the beginning of a dynasty, or will it be the San Antonio Spurs looking to get back on top? Either way, this team will be ready. Let's get into these box scores. Sorry if my voice sounds off, feeling a bit under the weather, but I haven't been able to film, but I have to film for this. No matter, I have to push through. But the OG would be just outside of his game one, he was really good in this series because game one he was rusty coming off that hamstring, of course, from the Philly series. Game one he would do insane and be vital. In game one he would be rusty and not that good, but in this game, I remember in game one he was really good in overtime actually. He got much better as that game progressed and the rustiness wore off for him. OG would provide 17 points, 7 rebounds, 4 boards. Cat, 19 points, 14. Josh Hart, 6, 11, and 6. Bridges shot the ball not very efficiently. Probably his worst game since the Atlanta series. 15 points though, still attacking and being like aggressive. Brunson, 15 points, 5 assists. Brunson didn't have to play in the fourth quarter. In 3 elimination games that the Knicks have done in the Atlanta, Philly, and Cleveland series, Brunson hasn't had to play in the conference finals one time. Congrats to Brunson on winning Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Congrats. Deuce McBride would hit 3 threes. Landry Shamet is insane. He shot 12 from 13 from 3 this series. That's like 94% or something. You know how ridiculous that is? In an Eastern Conference Finals, to shoot that well, it's mind-boggling. Absolutely insane what he's been doing. He would have 16, just very efficient. And the Cavs, yeah, I mean, they had this good start. They started up 8-2, but they had no mental toughness. After game one in the series, they blew. At least last year when the Knicks blew game one, they at least fought and won 2 games of the series. These Cavs had no mental toughness. They blow a game. The rest of the series, they acted like it was over just because of that one loss. I tell you, game 3, they gave up. Game 4, they gave up at halftime. You just can't have that in the conference finals if you're Cleveland. And I can't believe Kenny Atkinson is keeping his job. He was terrible. Mike Brown outcoached him. Mike Brown did really good coaching this series. And that's how the Knicks would get back to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years. As a Knicks, Mets, and Jets fan, those are the 3 diehard teams I really root for. Mostly Knicks and Jets, I would say, actually. But my teams suck. Most of my life, at least. I mean, the Knicks have been good the last 4 years, you could say, but, like, I've never really, like, you could say the Mets made the finals, the World Series in 2015. I've never really been, like, a real fan of a team that's gone to the finals in my lifetime. So, it means a lot. Hopefully, I can get it done, though. But, I mean, I'm extremely proud of their efforts and their resiliency, just, like, always keeping the foot on the gas. Like, this team could have, like, laid an egg last night and could have closed it out at home, but they don't want to, like, risk any of that. You don't want the other team getting momentum as well. You just gotta all gas, no break, and that's what they've done for 11 straight games. 3 teams in NBA, only like 5 teams in NBA history have ever won 11 straight games. It's insane what this team has done. Insane. It's insane after going down 2-1 to Atlanta. I don't know what was said, what was the discussion, but whatever it was, it worked. As this team is 12-2 now in the playoffs, has only lost one away game, and have won 6 straight road games, all by double digits. And every win this series was by double digits. I know game 1 doesn't really count. They won by 11 in OT, I guess you could say, but they won by 11, 16, 13, and by 37. That's an average margin of victory of like 18 or 19 points. They just flat out dominated this series from the beginning. It just showed how like the Cavs, they needed game 1. Game 1 was the series for them. But that's the thing that worries me, because in that first 3 quarters and like a third of that in game 1, the Knicks came out flat. And the Knicks had like 7 days rest and came out flat. Now the Knicks have 9 days of rest. We can't come out flat in the finals. We can't. You can't. So I remember the Knicks started shooting like 4 of 24 from 3. You can't do that in a finals game. You have to be resilient. So the Knicks have to find a way to stay ready and not rusty, but still use this rest to their advantage and get healthy. Everyone should be 100%, but the job's not finished. You need 4 more wins. So, gotta stay ready. 4 away for a chance in glory. Let's get to this Western Conference 2-2 Spurs Thunder. What a series, I tell you. This Game 5 is pivotal. Winner of this is likely going to win the series. I mean, when you talk about what's it called? If the Thunder win, they'll be up 3-2 going on the road. I still feel like that it won't be over. But if the Spurs win this game, this series could easily be over. Easily. It's a big game. The Spurs flat out should have won Game 3. Game 5, the Thunder couldn't have shot the ball worse. The Spurs have to live with Wembanyama. You live and die with Wembanyama. You're never going to go far if Wembanyama doesn't have a good game. But you got to give him the ball. You got to let him have a chance with it at least. So, you got to give it to him. I mean, everyone in the right mind outside of people in Oklahoma City is rooting for San Antonio to win that series. Unless you hate Wembanyama for some reason. But, like, I would rather face San Antonio, NBA Cup rematch potentially, which would be crazy. That'd be fun. As the Knicks could throw multiple bodies at Wembanyama. OG you could throw Mitchell Robinson at him. There's a lot of different ideas that I would come up with if we play them. But if we play the Thunder, it's like they have so much depth, and you have to worry about all the flopping and fouls. So it's going to be hard, whoever it is. There's a reason they're the last 2 out in the West, but we're the kings of the East this year, as the New York Knicks would advance to the NBA Finals for the first time in 27 years, getting a 130-93 victory over the Cleveland Cavaliers and making it their 11th straight playoff win, as they are now 4 wins away from going in history as the Knicks' 3rd NBA championship and a place in glory. So thank you guys for watching this episode of Inside the Arc. Once again, I'm Matthew Geller.